Poverty in Mexico is measured under parameters such as nutrition, clean water, shelter, education, health care, social security, quality and basic services in the household, income and social cohesion as defined by social development laws in the country. It is divided in two categories, moderate poverty and extreme poverty. While less than 2% of Mexico's population lives below the international poverty line set by the World Bank, as of 2013, Mexico's government estimates that 33% of Mexico's population lives in moderate poverty and 9% lives in extreme poverty, which leads to 42% of Mexico's total population living below the national poverty line. The huge gap might be explained by the governments adopting the multidimensional poverty method as a way to measure poverty, so a person who has an income higher than the international poverty line or well-being income line set by the Mexican government might fall in the moderate poverty category if he or she has one or more deficiencies related to social rights such as education, nutrition, or living standards. Extreme poverty is defined by the Mexican government as persons who have deficiencies in both social rights and an income lower than the well-being income line. Additional figures from SEDESOL estimates that 6% live in extreme poverty and suffer from food insecurity. Mexico's positive potential and the result of millions in poverty is always a topic of discussion among opinion makers. Some economists have speculated that in 4 more decades of continuous economic growth, despite common trends in Mexico, such as emigration and violence, Mexico will be among the 5 biggest economies in the world, along with China, the United States, Japan, and India. Recently, extensive changes in government economic policy and attempts at reducing government interference through privatization of several sectors, for better or worse, allowed Mexico to remain the biggest economy in Latin America, until 2005 when it became the second largest, and a so-called trillion-dollar club member. Despite these changes, Mexico continues to suffer great social inequality and lack of opportunities. The current administration has made an attempt at reducing poverty in the country, to provide more opportunities to its citizens such as jobs, education, and the installation of universal healthcare.